And I was muted. And I think the music is way too loud. Let's lower the volume of that. Here we go. So I kind of had to rush it. I was in a really nice talk with the people from Peter from Tales of Elsewhere. In his video, he had a nice little chat group. Have to lower. I think the background music. Sorry, and so let's see. Just some quick final check that everything is running before I continue. Not that I'm would be kind of embarrassing if channel. Looks like I'm live and streaming. Excellent. Okie dokie. Hi and welcome to my first stream of the year. Also right after moving. As you can see, I have a new background. Hi, Squirrel Plays. Look at all those words. I'm sure they mean something. Yes, indeed. This is the JavaScript code for the online character sheet. That's a lot of code. We're talking about almost 7,000 lines of code. So I just realized I'm a little bit off the side. Let's see. I know it's going to look weird, but it's bothering me. I'm going to adjust the camera. Give me a second. No, that I moved the wrong thing. The camera, not the background. There we go. Now it's a bit more centered, and I have to adjust you. Boom. Or there we go. Hey, that's a lot of code. Oh my god, Squirrel Plays. Yeah, his videos are very funny. I do love the energy you bring into your videos. It's great. Especially with the little squirrel, just reinforcing that manic energy. And all your smart comments. So, hey, I'm really glad that you joined the stream. So, yes, I was about to... Yeah. First of all, I need to add 2 new variables to the character sheet. With my last patch, I introduced 10 new sub-archetypes, and 2 of them had mechanics which I could represent in the online character sheet automatically, but I would need to implement some code. For example, improvised abilities. There I will show similar to Mad Squirrel Energy. Indeed. Really great videos you have. I should learn some of... wait, I just realized... there we go. Okay. There was a little bit of a hole right underneath where you could see the screen behind. There we go. That's what I get for trying to just squeeze in the last minute possible for my talk with Peter. Great guy, by the way. Check out his content. Tales from Elsewhere. I've played the game once. A lot of fun. I was a sheriff gunslinger type of character. Mwah, it's a post-apocalyptic western setting with steampunk elements. And yeah, the next Ishanekon arena will be, by the way, Tales of Elsewhere flavored. But yes, we need to implement these mechanics. What are these mechanics? Let's take a look. Improviser, right. That's not the improviser, that's the inspirer, because somebody found a mistake there. Improviser, there we go. No art yet, because he's brand new. But the improviser, you basically get to make a list of 10 abilities. And at the start of the turn, you can roll a d10. And whatever ability you roll, you have to use in that turn. If you can't, you are stunned for a round. But in exchange, the ability is upcasted by 2 willpower for free. So basically, you're exchanging reliability for power. It can be a very fun, very chaotic build. But yeah, let's... I can build upon a code that I already built for the anomaly, who goes in a similar direction, Just you don't get to choose when you use the random ability. Uh, Basically, you roll a d10 whenever you use an ability once per turn, and if you roll a 10, boom, instant fully upcast random ability from a list of 12. If we look at the character sheet, maybe yeah, I should test the code. Let's make a new character. Reality, anomaly, there should be now, yeah, under features. The list where you can fill in your abilities. Fun can see a lot of mayhem from the improviser, yes. Yeah. There's so many great subclasses, I mean, sub archetypes that I would love to play. Just 160 at the moment. And there are 10 more on the way, by the way. I got struck by inspirations 2 days ago. 3 are already done. The fourth is almost done. But yeah, let's take a look at the code. There should be, if we look for an anomaly, there we go. Yes, this is the anomaly table. Excellent. So we can just take this, pretty much make a copy of it. This is the code version of the table. This is HTML for those who don't know. It's pretty much like the base skeleton on which every website runs on, where you can categorize different categories. We will only need 10, so let's delete the last 2. And yes, first of all, we need to change all that anomaly to improviser. Let's go. What's the anomaly? Excellent. And no, first of all, only here. Then, oh wait, no, I made a mistake. First, I have to, of course, write here. You can see it, right? Yes. Anomaly improviser. There we go. Nice. Now we have a table, but we still have to build in the code that it only shows up when you open up the when you have an improviser or the improviser feature, and the code that saves the data and so on. So let's take a look on how I solved it with the anomaly. There's gotta be some code around here somewhere. There we go. Anomaly document. Where are we? Update feature variables. Okay. This is basically where I go through all the features and see what kind of variables they have, so that they are automatically calculated in anything like simple bonuses and so on. This is the code responsible, just going through all your features. And yes, as I can see, this is the code that basically turns off the anomaly table after going through all the upgrades, just to be sure, and it will probably be activated later on. So let's just copy paste this code. I wonder, since I could make it in a yeah, it's clean code. As they say, if you're using any sort of code at least twice, turn it into a separate function. So we're gonna make a remove sub archetype ability table function. There we go. And so we're gonna basically just be needing this code. And we gotta make sure, first of all, we will add the table. So table, and we need the name. So sub archetype. Let's go with that. So now we can add it here. Sub archetype. I mean, technically, I don't need to add the table since I can read the table just with the name. So if I just add this, I only need the sub archetype. And voila. Just maybe just call it sub archetype table instead of anomaly table. Gotta keep that gotta keep that code clean. Yeah. Need to also focus on my language, right? I see intelligence. Uh, that's actually Visual Code Studio, not IntelliJ. But I've actually never worked with IntelliJ before. Everybody says, "Oh, it's so great," but quite frankly, I kind of just prefer Eclipse. I know it's a bit old school, but you know, it's hard to just let go. So, okay. So now we just need to add this function here twice. One, two, once with anomaly, and once with improviser. Something tells me we're going to turn a lot of these functions, like codes, into separate functions. All right, let's see, where else can we find? Load character. This is, yeah, the loaded up values. Basically, it looks at what it saves in your browser and loads all the values and sets them in the corresponding areas. And here anomaly. Yes, this goes through all. But yeah, I don't think we have to put it in a separate function. That's basically just one for loop and one line of code, which we repeat like twice. I think a separate function would be overkill. Yes. Improviser. Improviser. And only 10 times. Hey, haven't touched Eclipse since the turn of the millennium. yeah, I know. But that's what I learned. And just and also our company plugin only works with Eclipse. So I have a good excuse to keep working with Eclipse. And I'm actually using that software. It's open software, by the way, for my website. It manages all the data, all the Excel sheets. I can import it there. Turn that into a Spring Boot server, which the website loads in the data and fills in all the rest with it. You can actually see it in the Commons Creative license. It links towards most of the Spring Boot ends, here, for example. And then you see all the raw data in a JSON format. Not very readable, but that's what the website's for. But what was a godsend when it was first released, though. Yeah, like with most old software, right? It used to have, it was the first, and people could use it, and it was free, and it was great. But eventually, the new kid on the block came along, and you know he didn't have arthritis, could move quickly and go with the times, and you're just left with this old mess of code, which is hard to update efficiently. Every type of software eventually has to go one way or another. But yes, back to the code. Anomaly. Let's see what else did we. Yeah. So, whoop. Where are we here? We are in build all. Yes, this basically triggers setting everything up. This is not the first update. What do you do exactly? Local storage. Yes, this just loads in the data from the table and saves it in a local storage. For those who don't know, a browser has three ways of saving data: cookies, which everybody knows, local storage, and I forgot the name of the third one, but I know what it does. Temporary storage or something. The difference is cookies can communicate with the original website. And they're good for tracking the user and so on. which is also why I'm not using that. Local storage is saved in the browser locally, but I cannot actively read it and communicate with that. That's what I'm using to save all the character data. And then there's a temporary storage that also saves everything locally in the browser, but deletes everything as soon as you close the browser. But of course, we want to save those character sheets, right? But yeah, that's probably also easy enough. Just copy the code, change improviser. Oh, I should probably just copy it to reduce the chances of a typo, and reduce this to 10. There we go. And wait, what? Oh no. Okay. Where are we? This is. Oh yeah, right. This is at the very beginning where we said different types of. This is basically where we create the list of potential variables that have to be saved, be it in local storage or have to be read from features and so on. But yes, this one creates one for every anomaly. I guess I can. Let's just, copy paste. This is turning out to be way easier than I thought. Impro. Now I realize why I didn't copy it before, because I always copy the anomaly code first. So. Visor. There we go. Oh yeah, don't forget, reducing it to 10. And now we just add the improviser variable. Oh, wait. Yes. I did not save it as I saved it as improvised ability. Well, easy enough to fix. We're just going to replace. No, not improv. I said copy this. There we go. We're just gonna have to replace every improviser. Boom. Fixed. Easy enough. Okay, let's just double check that I did not forget anomaly anything. That should be it. Let's test the code, shall we? Online character sheet, edit page. Why are loading this slowly? There we go. And let's test out the code before we publish it. So, let's go with the new character. We have, it's not showing up, but if I switch to creative, improviser, it's not showing up. Is there any sort of error? What is going on? When you test code, there's usually an explosion shortly after. It's not as bad, but the weird thing, there is no creative improvisation. Let's check JSON special background variables JSON. Do we have the improvised ability is true? Okay. So it does register it as true. And I think I'll have to let's just debug a bit, see what's going wrong with the code. So improviser or improv. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong place. Improviser. Feature. Oh, to put on. No, I don't want improvisation. I want. Hmm. Maybe let's just quickly check that I actually replace every improvised ability. And yeah. That I really copied all the code. With this, submarket, yeah, this should be working. Provide stability. Maybe there was a typo somewhere, but doesn't seem to. Wait. Allow improvised stability. Everything looks okay. Improvised stability. Special background variables. Okay, what's going on? Wait, oh, you wrote something, sorry. Plays funny, that's exactly why I have other people test my code usually. Yeah, smart thinking, then you can blame them. Yeah. Thank you for bringing all this energy into chat. This makes it way more entertaining for me than just sitting here alone. Has happened often enough in streams. But I guess I just have to advertise it better then, right? Or improve the quality so that people actually stay here. Right? Mm-hmm. All right. I guess we have to debug. I do. Okay, let's just put a debug everywhere where we have improvised ability. Improvised ability to see what what's happening. Debug. Oh yeah, I should be talking. Do you have any error logged? Uh, there is no error here, so gotta love marketing yourself. Yeah, the type of code works I do is Salesforce, and it's a pain to develop or debug anything. So many extra hoops and requirements. Yeah, I did hear a lot of. I'm not that much about Salesforce, but that it is a pain in the behind. If you never test your code, the errors aren't real. They can hurt you. Yeah, but if there would be a code error, there should be something here, but in the console. So it's not that it just breaks somewhere. So yeah, let's continue setting. Okay, we have our debugs. You are improviser, so we turn this off. This should not do anything. Just hang on a second. Where is? Oh, I think I think I know what's going on. I should have noticed before that, like half of the feature lists are missing, like the traits, the talents, and so on. I probably made an error in copying it, and there is like, okay, this is the anomaly. It has a figure that starts here, and yes, it for some reason. Aha. I found the error. So if we put this here, this should fix everything. Just as always, it's just a small the type of if you know Such wisdom. After hearing Race appears, I really hope he does audiobooks or something. He does have a very smooth voice, doesn't he? Yes, I was thinking like, wow, should I say something? It, maybe it's a bit inappropriate to say something, but man, that voice, excellent voice. Yeah, let's ignore those debugs because I'm like 95% sure that will work, and it did not. Why did it not work? Of course, it did not work. Whenever you're 100% sure that it doesn't work, it was except when he's tired to do the Southern United States accent. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen him play, but okay. What is wrong? Like your figure correct, right? Oh, I let me guess. I did not. Yeah, I probably forgot to copy this. Now it should work. Theoretically. If my science has not betrayed me. And uh okay, like the other features are there. But yeah. And he tried to do a southern. I love how familiar Ishanekon word shapers debugging monologue sounds. uh, isn't it always the same? I remember before COVID when everybody was still in the office and you were in the room and you just heard the occasional swearing in the background and then the cries of joy. And okay, what is wrong with you, buddy? Are you there? Ah, wait, I think now I know why it looks so wonky. If I put it there and there, it shouldn't look wonky. But my question is, why is the improviser not showing up? Let's just fix this so it stops looking wonky. At least in theory, it should stop looking wonky. There we go. No more wonkiness. Oh wait, I'm inspired. That's why it's not shown. It works, everybody! Yay! It's like it's part of the human condition. Exactly. So let's just see if this also saves the abilities. Switching, and also if it switches off, it switches off. Excellent. And it saves the features. Break the night. Ta-da! New feature unlocked. Da 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 da. Wait. It works because I copied code that also worked. uh, but yeah, it's been a while since I coded the anomaly list. But oh yes, maybe I should look what happens if you add the anomaly feature. No, unstable. There should be 2. Excellent. And if I just take a random character and add improviser, improvised ability. There. For a second, I thought it didn't show up. And whenever I switch, it. Yes, it's excellent. The debug, the testing was successful. A brilliant strategy. Yeah. It's easy when you got the code there already, but I think we don't have my one focus. That should be the new mental archetype, the perfectionist, which mental is the classic caster, be it mage, mad scientist, psionic, or whatever you want to flavor it. And the perfectionist just ignores all other abilities other than one and becomes really, really good at that single ability. Mm. It's maybe a bit too one noted for my taste, but there are players who love it. My best friend actually loves these kinds of characters where you just have one thing that you hyper optimize, and your entire battle plan revolves around that one thing. His eyes lit up when I told him about the perfectionist. But yeah, what does the variable do? Basically, in the character sheet, when you have your abilities, it says how many abilities you have and how many you're allowed to learn. And now we have to like set this to one. So let's get to the coding. First of all, we have to find the place where we set that number. Number of abilities, maybe? Mm. Ability maximum. There we go. I think this is the place. Blessed be the search function, for it makes this a lot easier. I know that usually you should have like multiple classes, but as far as I know, you cannot really do this with WordPress without having it being deleted whenever you make an update to the theme. So, uh, Tales from Elsewhere, my southern accent is perfect. Thank you very much. Yes, a lot of fun games. So, this should be easy enough, I guess. What we need to do. Wait, abilities per level. This is, yeah, sets the number of abilities per level. If current, oh yeah, that's the finer. That we get from, I think what we need to set, is there anything that just like number of maximum? If copycat, if your abilities, max number of abilities. I mean, because you're still supposed to be allowed to learn other abilities in other ways if you have features that grant you abilities. It's only restricting you to preventing you from learning abilities through normal level up means. So I cannot just overwrite everything and slap a 1 on it. So I gotta think carefully. Like, this is the number we want to set. Max number abilities, background. Yes, that's. Abilities per level. Yeah. So the code just adds them later on. Let me look at the copycat, just to make sure what the rules were to how I weave them in should they work together. Copycat is also a fun sub archetype who is especially as copying the abilities of others, permanently being able to add them to them himself, but he is very bad at learning abilities. And one of the following abilities, you forget any other ability you gain through leveling up, including those you start with during character creation. And you can no longer learn abilities. So basically, this one resets you to these, one of these. Right, so if we look at the code, it says number of max abilities plus ability by. Hang on a second. Fewer abilities, this halves the amount of abilities you can learn, right? Where does. Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. This is triggered if you're not a copycat. I was like, why am I adding abilities per level learned if it's a copycat? So I guess I can just add like not a copycat and not No, I cannot just do that because then it would be set to 1 even if you have both, and it should be 2 because you learn one ability to through copycat and one ability through perfectionist. So I have to rework this code. So I think maybe we just do a check if it's copy adapt or but wait, then we would have 0, which why isn't programming trivial? I mean, if it would be trivial, I would get paid less. So I guess it has that upside. But okay, let me think for a second. How do we approach the math? So what we need is max number of abilities from background variables has to be set, and that is added to the final step. So I would say we make this to maximum, not fetcher, features. Features. And we make a second variable, max number of abilities level up. And at the end, we add both of them together. There we go. Oh, yeah. Level up. What are the rules again? Perfectionist has 1 and copycat has. Copycat also has only 1. You get to choose one of the 4 copy abilities: copy biology, copy supernatural, copy technique, or copy technology. And then you learn just that. But that means if you take both, the number should be at 2, not 1, because you have the one from perfectionist and the copy ability. So back to the code. So if we treat them separately, level up, that's clean camel case. Camel case is, for those who don't know, is the way you call this way of writing variables. Starting low and then whenever a new word comes, uppercase. I guess this starts at 0. Or, yeah, maybe if this one or this one be my one focus. No, I can't do that. It has to be. That would set it to 0. No, that doesn't work. Just adding it anyway. But yes, this is basically the variant. I will say, race appears you accent is better than mine Southern UK accent. Haha. Yeah. So I guess you're right. I just set it to I know. We take this, put it in here. It starts at 0. Oh, I said 0. Why are you? Oh, there's a hashtag for some reason. If it's copycat, we add 1. If so, and if it is my one focus, we also add 1. So if it triggers both, it will be 2. So 1, add 1, add 1, and if wait, maximum number, yeah, the maximum number, like this calculation, we'll do variable what am I doing? This is this is wrong. This is then the sum of both variables, this plus this, which is then halved by the trait for your abilities. Initial 0 plus 1 if perfection plus if neither plus x. And if you check for initial 0 after adding those, then you know neither of the two are selected. Ha, you are right. That makes it easier. If I just check for equal to 0, then I don't have to check for both variables. That's a good idea. Nice, thank you. I'm not used to having capable programmers in the, in the chat. Thank you. Yes, if equals 0, then do the normal thing. Yes, max number, and then we set it. Excellent. Let's test it out. Maybe save some work if you add more features which change the initial abilities. Maybe save you some work if you add more features which change the initial abilities later. Ah, yes. Good idea. I am, but I humbly peasant plowing the fields of IT. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? There are no such thing as good programmers. And the people who tell you that they're good programmers are lying. Everybody just Googles this stuff. I mean, okay, not everybody. There are really good IT people out there. I'm not one of them. So, mental. This is perfectionist. We have only one ability allowed. Let's level him up. And it's still just one ability. Excellent. Now let's add the copycat feature. Copycat. Copycat. Which means we should have 2 now. Bingo. And if we remove both, let's just go with random demolition and show features, remove copycat. We should have that's not supposed to happen. What went wrong? So just to make sure, we don't have the copycat. Okay. There's always something, isn't there? Okay. Question is, like, yeah, no, something's going horribly wrong. Did I? Ah. As they say in Spanish, solo que sea por eso. Just because of that. Maybe because I didn't use the correct variables here. Wait a second. Oh, right. And that is also wrong because it's added up later. There we go. Okay, what have you... I mean, check initial 0 saves you from having to do if this and that. Yeah. Indeed. It's a very clean solution. Thank you very much for the suggestion. So now it should. There we go. And if we go, okay, now it works. Nice. we have officially added the two new features to the character sheet. Now we have to add them to the creature builder and the vehicle builder. Shoo. Let's get working. Maybe I should have. Okay, whatever. So, improvised ability. It should mostly just be copying code and inserting it into the others. Should be easy enough. And we're looking for anomaly. There we go. Just add it right after anomaly. Boop. And the same for vehicle sheet. There we go. Oh, wait, no. Want to move you to the right. There we go. Anomaly. Boom. So that's the first part. Yes, no. Yeah. And we add this here. And here. Yeah, I know copy paste is not exactly the most riveting streaming content. Yeah, I guess I need to blabber more, keep it interesting. And what can I talk about while I'm copying stuff? Maybe some of the new archetype ideas. One of the new archetypes is called Chunk. It's basically just about vitality. It's for the Bulwark archetype. And it basically sacrifices all other forms of defense just to have a massive amount of vitality. That's why he's called Chunk, because he's chunky. All right, next piece of code. Here I gotta be careful because, as you can see, the variable names are different between the vehicle and character sheet, right? Otherwise, it would keep overriding each other. I mean, it is easy work, but it's still kind of hard to just talk on the side about random stuff without being afraid of messing something up. But yeah, let's just add creature. Oh, you know what? We do it later with the just replace everything IWS character with creature stuff. That will be quicker and will require less mental energy, so I can keep jabbering on about random stuff. I like chocolate. Do you like chocolate? Everybody likes chocolate. I mean, not everybody, but most people like chocolate. I sound like a drunk. I mean, not quite a drunk, but I have not drunk. I did not drink any alcoholic beverage before the stream, or quite frankly, ever in my life. At least not on purpose. I learned about it in biology class, what it did to the brain, and then I was like, why would I ever drink then? And I've never drank a drop of alcohol in my entire life on purpose. There have been accidents where I was given something and I didn't knew it had alcohol in it and I took a sip. So I cannot say that I've never drank anything. But I mostly didn't drink anything. Continuing with the copy job. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess you're here more for tabletop RPG content and less about my Boring aspects of my life. Ooh, he doesn't drink alcohol. How quirky he is. I'm so stupid. But aren't we all? I think I'm almost done. Just improvise stability. Improvise stability. What time is it? Ah, already 50 minutes. Felt like less time, to be honest. Thank you for everybody who was chatting around. I mean, okay, it's kind of quiet down a bit, but it was a lot earlier, and I really enjoy it when people interact in the chat with me. Otherwise, I might be as well just doing it on my own, and that way I don't have to stress about the recording and all the other stuff. Everything I say will be on the internet forever. That's, you know, you gotta market this stuff somehow, right? So, that should be it. So now we just look for WS character and replace it with IWS creature in this one, and vehicle in this one. Voila. So let's see if. Wait a second. Oh yeah, right. I still need the not the improviser, the perfectionist. Back to perfectionist. My one. I just realized something. I don't think. Yeah, I haven't added my one focus to the general list. That's an error. Actually, I have to fix that. Fun chilling and watching your code. Thank you. You're probably being productive working on your own stuff at the moment, aren't you, Peter? Yeah. Let's all be productive, shall we? Or, I mean, you're not. I mean, you can also just enjoy the free day. Nice to watch someone else work the code minds sometimes. So you're here to watch me suffer and enjoy my suffering, are you? Yes, please do that. Pushes the engagement and but yeah, that means I need to add it up here in the special background variables, just right next to improvised abilities. How about we do just that? Yeah. Copy paste while we are here. And there we go. So back to my. This is important, otherwise it's not reset to false. And yeah, I should probably update the character sheet because this could be slightly. I mean, it's just one small visual thing, so it's not like something crucial that breaks everything. Well, like a minor bug, but still good to check it out, right? And if we go, wait, that's demolition. Mental perfectionist one, and if we remove it, it's reset. Excellent. Let's save that quickly. Wait, what did I? No, I wanted to save, not delete something. There we go. So, all right. So I guess we kind of just can copy all of this, can't we? I'll copy this. Look for. I think if we search for Or this we should find it. No, we won't. Uh, maybe like this. Do we find it? I think update feature numbers. Update feature. Yes, this is the correct place. I'm just gonna copy all of this right here and see maximum. Right, and this one is already few abilities. This is handled differently. And max. Yeah, this. How do I integrate this the clean way? I mean, I guess I could put all of this. No, wait, this also includes minor, doesn't it? But wait, no, if it's minor, ha. For context, minor creatures do not have any abilities. So default wise, it just presumes you're minor and checks if you're normal, elite, or boss, and if so, it changes depending also on the class, the number of abilities, which scale differently. Sure. Yeah, I guess the easiest solution is just take this, add it here, and I think we can just remove like most of this. Copy, add max number. Yeah, like do this, and now it's then we put in here to check for max number abilities level up equals not 0. And if so, we add the check, we add the minor check. Wait, no, that doesn't work. Have you considered using arrays for that instead of conditions? Much easier, read edit. I mean, kinda, but also it's already there. And I can read it, and I know nobody else will work on the code. I know. You should treat every code as if you were doing it, but I mean, if somebody else will look at it, but yeah. I don't think I have the mental capacity to rework all of that. Maybe later. I'll put it on the list. The long, long list. So again, okay. So, but I guess you're right. If it is a minor creature and you somehow still add those features here, then that's okay. Because you would technically still learn one ability. So this is correct. Which means this should still be correct. I just need to adjust. Yeah, I think it's quicker if I just mark it all and say, hey, please replace this with this. So there we go. And now we take. Wait, there was a step where it was added. Okay. How was it in creatures? Let me just. Right. This is. Yeah. I think I can just copy it from the character from here, right? The where is it? Here. There we go. Do this, then copy this. And then, yeah, this should work. Let's test it. Vehicles. Let's see if you explode. Never mind somebody else. If I don't make mine readable, I don't understand it in 2 days. Of course, that is important. There is a reason why I have added comments that separate the code into different parts. Wait, there should be a comment somewhere. Hello? What? Okay, there. Update subfunction. Okay, maybe I should make additional comments. I had no idea that it had grown that much. I need to add more subsections, I guess. But I still find the stuff, and when I see it, it usually takes me at most a minute to recognize, this is what it did. I keep it clean enough for me to recognize what it did, usually. Especially since I do recognize the names of the features, and that helps me with everything. And of course, as a fighter, hybrid, caster, maximum of a number of abilities, and it definitely, and I know all the rules of my own system, right? So that helps me reading the code. But yes, I was testing the vehicles. It appears it has not exploded yet. The number of abilities of the standard airship seems to be okay. Let's make a new character. I think that's cleaner. Okay, then we will add copycat, which should then set it to 1. Let's just make sure that it stays at 1. Yes. If we add perfectionist, we should have 2. Excellent. And if we remove both, we shall have 4. Yes. As everything seems working fine so far. Now for improviser. Voila, the list appears. Is it safe if I switch around? Yes, it is. Excellent. So it works. Let me just make sure that it also disappears once I remove the feature. There we go. Excellent. Yay! It is alive. So now we just quickly add those changes to the creature sheet. So I think I can just copy all this code, right? I'm just going to copy it and test it. I think that's quicker than making sure that there isn't something different with it should have the same rules. Vehicles and creatures are pretty have like the base the same base structure. Preview. Previously on Ishanekon Wallshapers. Why did you betray me? Yeah. So, yes. This seems to be an empty canvas, which I can experiment on. Excellent. This is a fighter boss. Okay, that's why. And copycat. We only got one. Perfectionist. I want to focus. We've got two. If we remove them, we've got four. Excellent. Improviser. Anomaly. Voila. It saves. And it is removed. And excellent. It works. So we have officially added two variables, special variables, and it took 1 hour of programming. Why does it take so long? Let me just take a sip of water. Now the question is, shall I continue? I was planning to add a new feature to the online creature to the search engine that shows you additional costs and associated with summoning it, and if when you transform into that. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm a bit tired, and it would be a bit of a bigger project. I cannot just copy half of that code or most of that code. So you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna leave the stream now. Thank you everybody who joined. It was a lot of fun with you, and we added function. Yay! I wanted to say I try to stream every week now, and then I realized I won't be able to stream next week because I will be in Bielefeld in a small German tabletop RPG gathering there. Save it for another day. Indeed, dear squirrel, Sir Squirrel. But yeah, see you everybody.